The Declutter Effect.
Today, we're diving into a topic that many of you might resonate with: Atomic Habits, the internationally best-selling book by James Clear. We're not necessarily unfolding the pages of Atomic Habits, but instead, Anne has a confession to make.
Wait, confession makes it sound like I did something wrong. But yes, I do have something to fess up. But before that, a recognition for James's book. And this is about Atomic Habits, which has gained immense popularity for its practical approach to habit formation, and it's life transforming, to say the least. The book delves into the power of small, incremental changes and how they can lead to significant long term results.
So, where's the confession there?
It's coming.
Okay, for those of you who haven't read it, let's give a brief essence of the book. Atomic Habit emphasizes the idea that success is not about radical overnight transformation, but rather about making small, consistent improvements. It introduces the concept of habit stacking and provides a framework for breaking bad habits and building good ones. So, habit stacking is one of the best ways to build a new habit. Before I started working out, I intentionally applied this kind of discipline.
I remember. Yeah.
So what you do is you identify a current habit that you already do each day and then add on or stack up your new behavior on top of it. And millions of people found this to be effective, and that's the reason why James Clear became an international bestseller. It's because linking habits together is a way of getting more done, but quicker or with less time. And the result is mostly a positive change in your life, because as you perform the stacked actions every day, they become part of your daily routine.
One of our clients gifted me with a Kindle version, and you even bought me the paperback, right? The paperback version. However, and this is where the confession comes in, I have to admit that initially, Atomic Habits did not work for me. Why? Well, it wasn't because the book lacked value or didn't provide actionable strategies. It was because I did not fully follow through with implementing its principles. Okay, there, I said it. I lacked follow through.
Are you one of those people who sleep with the book tucked under their pillows, hoping that when you wake up, you get all the information in your head?
Funny story, that's how I reviewed for exams when I was in high school. I had that weird face that I thought if you put the book under your pillow, you will absorb the learning by osmosis. So definitely it's not true, but I did try that for a short bit.
And now we have AI to do that. Well, that's an honest admission. Many times we read self-help books with great enthusiasm, but struggle to apply their teachings to our lives consistently. It's easy to get caught in the excitement of new ideas, but without commitment and practice, they remain mere concepts.
Exactly. It's
nothing more.
Yeah, that's why I've decided to give Atomic Habits another chance. I plan to read it again, but this time I'm gonna commit to applying its principles to the core of my life.
Make sure that you will read it because you're having a commitment not just to yourself, but to an entire audience.
I know. I have to make a realistic effort to insert or integrate the concepts into my daily routine and, make them habits. This should have worked for me because I'm a creature of habit, but back then, I guess I lacked the discipline and the motivation to start. And then it just snowballed from there. I felt bad for not following through with it. So yeah, I'll make the commitment.
I like where your mind is going, Anne. I intentionally applied specific lessons from Atomic Habits like habit stacking that back then I can do without pressure just to get me started. And after a period of time, my mind and body were able to adapt and see hints of result like in my exercise, diet, and self-studying. Once it's in my system, I never let go. And habit stacking, especially with my daily disciplines, which has translated to practical things in my life like diet, exercise.
I can attest to the diet and exercise, yeah.
At first, it's difficult, but when you get to the part
To
where
that level.
your mind and your body adjust to a certain discipline, you will be amazed with the results.
So are you saying that atomic habits help you bring you to that level, or it helped you translate from just physical habits to give you a stronger mental toughness, I guess?
Oh, definitely.
I sound redundant, stronger and then toughness, but that's what I see in you actually.
And of course, how I try to continuously enrich and improve myself and invest in myself through researching and self-studying. It's quite fun, really. Once you get it started, you'll enjoy how you can be the better version of yourself every day.
Carl, you are one of the very few people who will call habit fun. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I am a creature of habit.
As well.
The key takeaway here is that if you want Atomic Habits or any self-help book to work for you, you have to wholeheartedly believe in the concept and be ready to commit to it. It's not enough to read it once and expect miraculous changes. You need to actively apply the principles and make them part of your lifestyle. I remember in one of our conversations with our cousin, I tried to explain the details of a certain discipline that I am doing, and his reaction is, "Oh, that is why it's effective, because you took it to heart."
Mm-hmm. And when you said the word miraculous, you said miraculously changed. I felt like I was back in church. And now that this episode is in the open for the public to hear, as you said earlier, I am fully accountable to seeing this through. I can't turn my back on this anymore. Because if you approach it half-heartedly, as you said, or without true belief, it's just another book sitting on my shelf collecting dust. But if you, or in my case, I, embrace the idea, commit to consistent action, and make them a fundamental part, a crucial, integral part of my life, then Atomic Habits has the potential to create that lasting transformation.
So, what areas of your life do you feel like you can apply the book's philosophy and concept?
Well, off the top of my head, it's my work schedule and making sure I don't work too much because I can get very obsessive and too immersed in my work that I don't even realize that I haven't stood up for more than 2 hours. And that's why those Pomodoro techniques and having those YouTube productivity playlists work so well for me, is because it reminds me to stand up every once in a while and stretch. Another thing, I guess, would also be meal planning. Although it's a lie because it's you who cooks for us and prepares for everything. You're the more skilled cook. But I guess I can also apply it to the way I approach workout. But of course, I have to read the book again first and finish it cover to cover.
And that brings us to the end of this episode. We hope you found our discussion insightful and relatable.
If you haven't already, make sure that you've already subscribed to our podcast so you never miss an episode. This is Team Dklutr signing off. Take care, stay curious.
Bye for now.
Bye.
The Declutter Effect.